How important are home inspections? Man, I tell you, a home inspector can make or break a deal like that. Let's go ahead and talk about that. Hey everybody, my name is William Huffman. I am a real estate here in the state of Minnesota. I'm in Loring Park right now, but we got a bunch of offices, so we're everywhere. Brag points, top 1.73% for RE/MAX in the world, sell a couple hundred homes a year, a national real estate coach, kind of love this stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about home inspections. All right, is a home inspection important? Yes. Do sellers have home inspections done? Sometimes. Do buyers have home inspections done? A majority of the time. So I stated that a home inspector can make or break a sale. So let me just go ahead and start by saying something that's kind of interesting here in the state of Minnesota. In Minnesota, home inspectors have zero licensing and regulation. Yep, you heard that right. I could literally say Huffman's Home Inspection Services here, and I am now a home inspector. Whew. That is ridiculous. Now, there are some good companies out there. There are some okay companies out there, and there are some bad companies out there that do home inspections. So let's go ahead and talk about what a home inspection is going to look like for you as a seller. So when a home inspector comes into a property, it is their job to find things that are wrong with your house. That's it. That's truly it. Now, it's not in a vindictive way most of the time. It's because a consumer typically wants to know what they're walking into. If there's a leaky faucet, they want to know there's a leaky faucet. If there is an egress window that needs a fire ladder because there's not one in there, they want to know that. They also want to know if there's drainage issues, if there's been water in the attic, if the wax ring is off the toilet and there's raw sewage going in between the levels of your home. Yeah, it's a thing. All right, as a seller, how do we get ready for this home inspector that might come in and be a deal killer? Dun, dun, dun. Well, first things first, I'm the realist. Hey, okay, I don't know if I have rights to that song, but I love it. When I come to your home, it's my job to give you all the information you need to make an informed decision. We've talked about that before. I actually walk through the home as a home inspector, and I'm looking for things that I know typical home inspectors call out. They're going to call out GFIs missing. They're going to call out AFIs missing. Those are outlets. They're going to call out backflow preventers. They're going to call out anti-tipping brackets on the back of your stove. They're going to call out missing handrails for FHA and VA. They're going to call out missing smoke and CO detectors, broken seals on windows, windows not latching properly, doors not closing properly. They look for a lot of things. We're going to look at carpet wear and tear. There's a mass majority of things. So let me give you one quick example. I tell everybody that I work with. Now I'm going to use a doctor analogy here. Think of me as a minute clinic. I see tons of patients' houses. I mean, tons of them. Well, tons, yeah, obviously they weigh a lot. I see hundreds and thousands of them a year. So I can walk into a property because we've done over 160 owner-occupied rehabs now, so I've seen a lot and done a lot of things. I can diagnose common issues that are going to occur during a home inspection. So what we do before we even put the property on the market is create a list of those things and take care of them. If there's water staining on the wall or ceiling somewhere and it's been mitigated, we're still going to disclose that it happened, but we're going to take care of it. We're going to make sure the garage door opens and closes properly. We're going to make sure that the water line to your ice maker works. Comes up all the time. Why doesn't the ice maker work? I want the ice maker to work. We never use the ice maker. Well, I want to use the ice maker. We're not going to buy your house because the ice maker doesn't work. I wish I was exaggerating, you guys. I'm the minute clinic. I see tons and tons and tons of things, and I'm going to be able to diagnose a lot of them pretty quickly. Now, when the home inspector comes in, if they're a good home inspector, think of them as like your general physician. They're going to do a little more poking, a little more prodding, a little more opening and closing, bend over, turn your head and cough. I don't know if that's going to make it in the final cut. I think it should. And they're really going to kind of diagnose the property a little deeper. Now, if a home inspector comes in and they notice, say in the panel box there's a double tap, which shouldn't happen, but it's quite common. What they're going to say is, okay, now we need a specialist, an electrician, to come in and remedy the situation. So that is a quick synopsis of what a home inspection looks like. Now, if you like this type of content, please do me a quick favor, like and subscribe down below. I'm going to keep going. One thing as a listing agent is we know the good inspectors and the bad inspectors. Not all inspection companies are created equal. And there's some good ones, there's some bad ones, there's some ones that I really love, and there's some ones that I dislike. And I'm not going to talk negatively about anybody on YouTube, but you call me over and let's have a conversation. Some of the quick things to look for when you're getting your home ready for market is you want to look for basic FHA, VA, USDA guidelines. So that's going to mean we're going to need GFCI, ground fault current interrupters, within like 4 feet of any water source. at least one per circuit. We're gonna need backflow preventers on your spigots outside. We're gonna need smoke and CO detectors, one smoke detector per room, one smoke detector per level, one CO detector per level. Also needs to be within, I do believe, 8 feet of any sleeping space. I'm a safety guy, I'm a cautious guy. I just put a smoke and CO detector in every single bedroom, and then one in the main levels. Just better safe than sorry. You just don't want to risk it. Other common things is anything over 36 inches is going to need a handrail, which is stairs outside or stairs inside of the house. Make sure your spindle spacing on your decks is the right gapping. Also, a deck railing should be able to withstand 200 pounds of pressure. So if you think 200-pound guy leans up against it, it shouldn't even move. So these are some common things that we're going to look at. Peeling paint. Peeling paint is a pretty big thing for FHA, VA, USDA guidelines. And the reason I'm pushing those so much is because these are basic, and most consumers, whether they're conventional financing or one of these other financings, are going to look for the same thing. We're going to make sure there's no broken windows, make sure all windows open and close properly. So yes, walk around your house, open and close every single window. If there's a cracked pane, let's see how we can get it fixed. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean about broken seals. So if they're foggy, some buyers, depending upon the price point, may look at that, some may not. Now, when we talk about price point here, there are certain things that are acceptable in our first-time home buyer price range, and there are certain things that are acceptable when we move up from there. It's kind of like the chores versus projects video I just did. So here's the deal. The deal. I said that twice already. That's ridiculous. What I want you to do is call me. Have me come out, have me look at your property, let me walk through it, let me give you a checklist, let me tell you all the things that you need to do to bring your property to market properly. Let's take the guesswork out of it. Once again, if you decide to hire me, awesome. If not, we never see each other again. We're going to shake hands. We're going to part as friends. It's true. My one goal is to give you all the information you need to make an informed decision by the time I leave. I'm a wealth of knowledge. I am really freaking good at this. I will drive 3 hours to come to you with no expectations of getting you to work with me. I don't bring a contract. I don't bring any of that. I come with value, a giving heart, kind of hippie, whatever is what it is. Come with a giving heart and information. Knowledge is a core value of mine, so anytime I can share that and impart it upon other people, I take that as a privilege and an honor, and I do it very willingly. I actually have 2 of them today. Not that you know what today is, but it's today. Ba-ba-ba. That was weird and awkward. Don't worry, that's my job. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment below, scribe, like sand tablet, scribe some stuff, chisel, hammer, and chisel. And know that this is who I am. This is what you get. Am I kind of a little this way? Yep. Am I really freaking good at what I do? Absolutely. Do I have a 97% success rate of every listing I take selling it? Absolutely. Well, only 97%? Yeah, because every now and then something happens, like people decide not to move, cold feet, whatever. It doesn't matter. It does matter how you doing. All right, why'd I do a Joey there? I'm a little all over the place today. Reach out, hit me up, let's talk. As always, we out. Deuces.